Hello, and welcome back. Hello, this is the Amy. Well, Aoi, welcome back to part 2 of Jade. Finished? Finished with what exactly? Thanks, Headmaster. The exam will take place on Sunday. Prepare yourself properly. What? Penny? Where are we? Oh, I can walk on my own. There's also a place at Beacon for people willing to walk the path. Mr. Khakis. Also, as a side thing, I'm going to do something off screen where it makes things slightly more manageable once I get to a certain point in the game, but make the combat more smoother. But anyways, here we are. Penny has pretty much dragged me non-stop to the elevator, out of the tower, through the school grounds, where of course I couldn't escape the gaze of a few students. Some pointed, others laughed, others yet seemed almost sympathetic. The structure we're in is towering. It seems to be some kind of hundreds of people at the same time. Seem to be able to accommodate 100 people at the same time, it's not more. So I see, Penny, but I still don't understand what we are here for. To verify your combat training, of course. Oh my god, is she serious? Penny, I've never been in a fight in my entire life. That's according to your memories, right? Of course, what else? Oh. I have no memories, so maybe I'm just forgotten about it. As for me, I've been in a few scraps, although most of them were unconscious rolls where I don't remember doing anything and my body sort of acted on instinct the entire time while I stuffed that guy in a fence, but and the only reason why I know that is because that's what everyone told me what I did, and when I came to, I saw the person that was messing with me inside of a metal fence. And I'm wondering what happened, and then everyone sworn to me, congratulating me for what I did, and then them helping me get out of the trouble with the teachers. But anyway, positive. But if I forgot, what good does that do for me? Even if your brain has forgotten, there's a possibility that your body will still remember. That's why the headmaster asked me to accompany you here. Combat training. But first... But so close. She suddenly got very close to me, keeping her eyes on mine and connecting our foreheads. Her hands caressed my cheek, making me flush in embarrassment. For it is in passing that we achieve immortality. I feel hot all of a sudden. I get a blanket of warmth spreading from the point where our foreheads connect to cover the entirety of my body. Through this, we become a paragon of virtue, and glory to rise above all. If in any distance, none bound by death, I release your soul by my shoulder, protect you. Feel the blanket seep in my flesh, traveling through pathways previously unknown to me, all the way down to my core, and then... This is basically the aura awakening ritual that Kira did for Jean. It is mostly a forgotten thing. Most people find out they can do aura on their own, some people can't, but... Penny lets go, and the concentrated warmth in my body explodes, waving outwards to my skin. I look at my hands, they're covered in a thin, translucent barrier of dark silver, which disappears in a few seconds. Penny, is this? I unlocked her aura using mine. I also recited an ancient oath that went with it, from a time when the process was used as a coming-of-age ritual. As the headmaster said, it will protect you and heal you. You have a finite quantity of it, though, so try not to rely on it too much. also aura can be extremely very fickle. It has various downsides as well as upsides. The only upsides being semblances, but that's only if you know what you're doing and know how to control it. But, or else you would suffer in Neptune's case. But anyway, dodging's important, guys. And now we spar. Feeling from when Penny put herself between me and Glinda is back, although this time it's kind of muted. Is it because she unlocked my aura, or it's because this is only going to be a spar? Be careful, Noah. I'll tell you what I'll do, but I'll count on you. But I'll come at you seriously. Are you ready? Not at all, but may help me remember things about myself. I flex my legs, preparing myself to move. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. How do you do, Noah? Nervous. Not as much as I thought I would. That's also because of aura? Most likely. I expect an aura manipulation once described as being surrounded by a blanket of warm power. Now I'm going to give you a brief overview of your options during the battle. Pay attention. What you see below is your main bar. On the left, the lower box on the right. The lower box allows you to track your aura level. See it getting low, you should focus your mind and generate further aura. Remember that in a pinch, or if you feel a strong attack coming, prophesize use of this position. By taking out wins by just defending and healing. You got these attacks. Also, weapons, those are options. In the future, any special abilities you come to learn with a semblance coming. Also remember that both weapons and skill may need you to recharge. And finally, you are also able to use items during battle. They have range of effects on both enemies and foes, so don't hesitate to experiment. Also, what I mentioned before, I'll do off-screen things to improve the catching up the speed with everyone here. I'm also going to catch up the speed on items. Dust crystals, but you only have access to the 3 dust crystals, which is fire, ice, thunder, or lightning. You manage to follow everything, yes, but that's much all at once again. Most likely, yes, it's an excessive amount of data for you to process. I think practice will help, though. So go on. Defend myself. Not really. What? Well, why not? Who give me this? I don't want to hurt you. Well, don't worry about that. Just go ahead and practice the rest of the starting to get used to it. And also, if you see that I'm using close, it's because I don't have range options. And as you see, I have 3 dust crystals each. I will probably get 100 by the time I get back from that little point where I grind. But for now, you're finally getting proficient. Don't stop now. I think that's enough. Ow. Thankfully it's over. I'm the one who hit her, but my hand is numb. She's serious than she looks. Now that we're done with the warm-up, Oh, now to set myself back. Alright. Okay, on my That's all for today, You did great, Noah. Aura is so convenient. My body is already healing all of the sores and scrapes I got from training with Penny. I didn't warm up before starting, and yet I feel completely fine, cramp and pull wise. The headmaster's hypothesis was correct. Your body has combat training. That's a pretty big hint. That means that I was trained in a combat school, right? Or you were someone's apprentice. Either way, it should help us narrow down where to look for further information. It's a start, and I'll probably survive the test. I'll raise my head to the sky. It's sun now. You've been here for a while. Oh, I want to see the room the headmaster has prepared for us. Wait just a minute. What is it? You remembered something? Yes, I remember that the headmaster said he was going to have a room prepared for us. As in one. For the both of us. So? What do you mean so? He wants us to stay in the same room. And? My jaw is currently threatening to dislocate. Penny, we're a boy and a girl. Doesn't that thought of sleeping in the same room, bother you? Oh. She starts giggling like I just cracked the best joke in the world. Noah, you're so old-fashioned. Old-fashioned? Teams in dormitories and combat academies like Beacon are all co-ed. Have been for decades. Keep in mind, I don't know that. You're telling me that they're all allowing young teenagers of different genders to share the same living space. She nods. Okay. What else can you say to such a normal reaction, really? Let's go look for our room then. Hey, bro. This academy is not only big, but also beautiful, modern, but at the same time with an air of elegance to it, like a castle. I guess Osmond's tower looking down from above helps in giving it that feeling, which I thought was the reason why Penny is constantly looking around, but with more attentive servants, it's clear that she's looking for something or someone. Hey Penny, what does your friend look like? Excuse me? I grin. Must have caught her by surprise. The friend you asked Miss Glinda about. Ruby, right? If you tell me what she looks like, I can help you look for her. She flushes in embarrassment at being caught, but then gives me a nod. Well, Ruby is shorter than me. She has silver eyes and dark hair, with red highlights. Sounds peculiar. What else? Someone is approaching Penny from behind. Oh. Does she wear a red hood or something similar? Affirmative. How did you know? Wild guess. And does she have white skin? Indeed. When I first met her, I thought she had some kind of skin condition, but it was really her natural pigment in some weird lighting. Don't you think that's a little excessive? Well, I suppose she's not that pale. Still, her clothes have colors that make her white tone that much more accentuated. black and red mostly. I'm sure she was just fine. Gorgeous, even. I think she could benefit from a more agitated outfit. One of her teammates has a great fashion sense. I think she could take some suggestions about. No. I do not need fashion advice from Weiss. And my combat skirt is awesome. I'm amazed that Penny hasn't noticed Ruby. Okay, for a second there I thought something happened. Ruby! Ruby, I'm so happy to see you again. Happy too, but need air. I know the feeling, Ruby. Thankfully, Penny can only continue for a few seconds more before releasing her. Ruby, I'm so happy to see you. Then you didn't go hey for the break? Break's almost over. Anyway, I would have had to come back, and more importantly, you. Me? The headmaster asked me to look for you to bring you to your room, and he told me that you're going to stay at Beacon. That's super duper awesome. Alright, yes, Headmaster Osmond allowed us to stay here, provided we pass the exam, of course. We? Hi there. Yes, you forgot the guy who's standing next to Penny the entire time? Looking like she had only just remembered my presence. Ruby turns to me, I grin, and raise my right hand in greeting. My name is Noah D. Khakis. Nice to meet you, Ruby. I like the fact that I can change the last name a little bit, but let's leave it at that for now. Why is she looking at me like that? She's scrutinizing me from head to toe like a statue she needs to chip excessive stone off of. Do I have something on my face? Why is she getting so close? She retreated, but she's still looking at me like, you, mister. Penny looks as surprised as me when Ruby suddenly thrusts her right index finger in my direction, stretching her whole arm to point at me, which considered my 5'10", I'm kind of numerically it's sort of a comical image. I'm actually 6 foot, but yes. As Penny's first friend in Vale and leader of Team Ruby, the coolest amalgam of future huntresses currently a beacon, have to inform you that I find you lacking as your future teammate. Lacking? Because you lack something that I need to see to fully evaluate you. Also, I may be a bit curious. I got that, but what exactly am I lacking? Your weapon. You mean like Miss Glinda's riding crop? Yes, or like mine. It happens all in a swift second, and it shocks me much more than Miss Glinda's light construct, because how could something so small keep hitting something this big? Better yet, how can someone as small as Ruby carry around something this heavy? Ruby apparently loves my reaction, and if her grin is any indication, did she make that scene just as a setup to reveal this? Her name is Crescent Rose. Ain't she the most beautiful thing in the world? She's a scythe/high-power sniper rifle with extra mid-range rifle mode. Where did you even get something like this? Her grin winds as she plants the scythe on the ground and leans on it, smiling like the cat who ate the canary. Well, I know this girl, she's kind of awesome, does not need fashion advice, and also happens to know how to build these babies. You built this? At your age? Her only answer is to grin harder, if that's even possible. Then he watches on, amused by her friend's antics. Okay, your turn now. Show me yours. I don't have a weapon? What do you mean you don't have a weapon? Even John had a weapon when he arrived. I'm a guy who came out of fucking nowhere. So, Ruby, Noah is... Penny trails off and looks at me as if to ask for my permission. I smile and nod. If she's Penny's friend, she's also my friend. I decide if Penny likes her, she can't be a bad person. No. And the headmaster didn't tell me not to tell anyone about my situation anyway. He's what? You see, this morning... And that's the gist of it. Wow! You sure it didn't drop from the moon or something? Sure you didn't drop from the moon or something? Not really. I was just thrown from somewhere. But that's more boring. Someone erased my brain, put me in a fake meteorite, and hurled me at a city, and you call that boring. I said more boring. It's still very interesting, and kind of spooky, but all the best stories are. Shame you don't have a weapon, though. I didn't have any clothes on me when I arrived, let alone a weapon. I mean no normal clothes. I was in my sleepwear. Much less creepy. To put it lightly. We should probably provide you with a weapon, though. No hunter should be without a weapon. Both for survival and Kuno's factor. There are no hunters who fight barehanded, I guess? Never completely. My sister has hand-to-hand combat specialist. My sister is a hand-to-hand combat specialist, but she has combat gloves. Without a weapon, it's really hard to use dust during fights. Oh, and dust is a mineral imbued with the power of the elements. You can use it raw, but it's pretty volatile like that. So weapons or bust. Cause no weapon, no dust. Heh, I like her already. We went with the joke. Any idea where I could get a weapon then? Sounds kind of important. I don't think you will find weapons like Ruby's scythe in any ordinary shop. Damn straight. Why about you build it for him, Ruby? You are perfectly able to build a functional one, if your scythe is any indication. Well, yeah, but... And certainly whatever you will make will be far more advanced and awe-inspiring than any commercial available weaponry we acquire from the shop. Can't deny that, no. Oh, she's playing her well. So, well, I supply you with the materials and you build it. And you can choose the name. That's going to be the most awesome name. Great. We need it by the end of the week. Then, thanks Ruby, you're awesome. By the end of the week, it shall... Wait a minute. That's in 3 days. Hook, line, and sinker. I'll get you the materials tomorrow morning. I don't like working on a deadline. Sorry, Ruby. I would very much like to mount an opposition, but you made it clear that it's kind of vital for me to have a weapon. Sorry, Ruby. Anything I can do to help, I'll repay you. Just ask. As long as it's not money. Oh, you will help and repay me, alright, mister. 3 all-nighters are a lot of cookies. And again, Ruby has this strange obsession with cookies. Not like I'm any better. I eat this very particular cookie that's really hard to find around Canada. Like, it's really difficult now to find this one particular treat. I should look into getting a part-time job or something once I pass this test. What kind of weapon do you even want anyway? What kind of weapon? Now I sort of wish that Manos Kane sort of like did like an option menu, kind of. Just kind of though. Like, oh, do you want do go like a mental image of, would you like a 3 type weapon, a 2 type, or a singular? Like, oh, do you want just a straight up gun or melee weapon? Or do you want a combination of one gun, one weight, and one melee weapon that can switch between the two? Or a 3-way? Instead of automatically giving us a 3-way, which I'm actually pretty fine with, but I'm speaking gibberish, kind of, but at the same time, I know the weapon got badly damaged. It gets badly messed up at some point, and I know I'm probably spoiling the game here, so I'm just going to shut up, but again, it would have been better to add like an option thing at this point, but that'll probably also make the game longer, but also more interesting. And also, this game deserves some more love. In all honesty, I know there's going to be a second game. The creator himself told me this before he actually completely finished this game. Actually, the game's not completely finished. He still has to do the other routes and everything, but the complete main story in main route, which is Ruby's here, is complete. But anyway, yeah, sword, rifle, dagger. I need a basic shape to work off of. Now, I'll speak my mind when we see the weapon, but hey, you okay there? Penny, is he okay? Noah, what's wrong? A whip? A whip? But also a gauntlet? And I don't know what. My hand feels kind of light. Penny gently grabs on my right arm and scrutinizes me in worry. Are you alright? Maybe you still need some rest. No, I'm fine. I just got lost in thought for an instant. Okay, but just in case we actually do need to make you lay down, I better show you your dorm room already. I agree. Penny, I can walk on my own. I'm fine. You sure? On a scale of 1 to 100, how would you rate your current discomfort? Okay, Baymax. A whip and a gauntlet. Like, I would keep the 2 options, but I would like to add a certain thing to the whip. Like, oh, if you twist the handle to the whip, it'll be similar to like Ilya's lightning lash, except just turn it into a rapier. Actually, would that work? Yes, that would actually work. And turn it into like a rapier, so that way you can have more of a straight-on sword, switch, whip, then gauntlet, and since it's Ruby, she's obviously going to add a gun mode. So, yeah. Oh my god. This is going to be the best weapon ever. After Crescent Rose, of course. Well, here's your new pad. How do you like it? It's really nice, Ruby. Are all the team rooms in Bacon like this? Kind of, but every team room is allowed to a certain level of customization. They're also expected to take care of any unscheduled cleaning, particularly in the kitchen. Understood. Come on, Noah. Let's get you in the bed. Penny, I swear I'm really fine. I don't need to. Oh, I think you do. Considering the amount of activity and excitement you had today, you probably need a longer than average period of rest. Her grip on my hand doesn't relent. It seems I'm not getting out of this. I sit on the bed, only then Does Penny seem satisfied? Alright then, now you stay here while I get you something to eat, alright? The mess hall should be open by now, but I better accompany you since you're not a student yet. Many thanks, Ruby. We'll be back soon, okay? Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. It's not like I know where anything is to begin with. Well then, I am all alone now. I look around the room. Although I say that whole sort of thing is because when I heard Gauntlet and Whip, I'm immediately drawn to Castlevania, The Lord of Shadows. Shadows, the second game, where you have the combination of, oh, you have a Shadow Whip, but an ice sword and flaming gauntlets. Look around the room, I find it'll probably be nice just to add a sword to it. Maybe you can do that for an upgrade in the second game, but anyway, find it nicely furnished and with 4 single beds. I guess that's the standard team size. Oh, sorry if I'm yawning. It's just I'm not really much of a talker, so talking for long periods of time puts a lot on me. There's luggage pile at the foot of the 2 of the beds. One set of suitcases, white, metallic looking, which I guess it's Penny's stuff and reminds me of the uniform that general guy was wearing. Also similar to White's briefcase if you remember the beginning of Ruby Volume 1. The other set is kind of peculiar. The suitcases are made of fabric with an overall dark pink tone, but they're covered in patches of different and more often than not eye-burning colors. I mean, acid green on dark pink? Who does that? In the end, maybe Veil Fashion has different parameters than the nothing in my head. I left myself fall on my back on the bed. Now that I'm alone, my mind has no qualms about filling itself with questions and wonder. Who exactly am I? Is Noah even my real name? And why would someone do this to me? This seems way too elaborate for a personal vendetta. And whoever did this to me had a grudge. Just removing all my memories would have been a much worse state to wake up in, not even knowing how to say help me. And of all the places where to lead me, why Vale City? Why in such a bold way? Wondering about this right now is useless. I turn on my side and close my eyes. I guess I'll take a nap before the girls come back. Damn, this bed is comfier than I thought. I immediately fell asleep hard like a particular tired brick. Although that begs the question, inconceivable. No fair, no fair, no fair. If this is so comfortable and I was so tired, mentally and physically, why am I waking up? Shuffle, shuffle. Maybe I need to get closer, but I'm so close already. That might have to do with the person currently moving around on my bed, disturbing my sleep. The voice is unfamiliar, so whoever it is not Ruby or Penny. It's a complete stranger. A complete stranger on my bed, shuffling around. Yeah, that's enough to get my brain to execute the wake-up function. Yeah, that's a complete stranger indeed. Maybe it's because of his semblance? I never had any problems with those before. Purple hair and those eyes with double irises. Her clothes are particular and remind me of the suitcase near one of the beds. So this is the other occupant of the room. This is useless. Let's try physical contact. In a way, this is exciting. Discovering new uses and limitations of the semblance. Fun. I think this is the first time I see you wear that yellow period. And you came at me at the worst possible time too, because as I'm recording and I'm being stared by a girl who has a weirder fashion sense than you. Because how would you react if you saw this as you wake up in your sleep? How's this? How's this? Show off. Get in here.
No.
Get over here. Get over here. Again, answer the comment. How would you feel if you wake up to a sudden funny girl? What is she talking about? She's so focused on whatever she's doing that she hasn't noticed I woke up. Something fell over. Hold on. Noah, how are you feeling? We brought you... Oh, forgot. Speaker. Oh, hi, Penny. Ruby. Oh, hi there. We didn't mean to interrupt. It's okay. I wasn't getting anywhere. Anyway, so what's his semblance? I think it's stopping me from... Get away from Noah! Thanks, Penny. Thanks, Penny. Oh, you're awake. Then I can just ask you directly. I said to get off him. Oh wow. Never seen a flying tackle executed with such precision. Oops. But the strange girl dodged easily, jumping off the bed while Penny landed on it, sitting between me and like a mama bear protecting her cubs. So stingy. Who are you and what are you doing here and what were you trying to do to Noah? Nothing bad, I was just observing him, but for some reason I failed, so I was just trying to observe him harder. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You're a roommate, right? Your clothes look like your bags. It's actually the other way around, since I made the bags after I made the clothes, but yeah. Smart guy. Name is Evelyn Demrot. Nice to meet you. You mean that not only are you going to sleep in the same room as the two of us, but you're also going to be placed on our team making the arrangement not transitory? Clever girl. Yes, that's the gist of it. I see. Penny gets off my bed and walks towards one of the others, specifically the one parallel to mine on the opposite side of the room. Well, my bed is now king-sized. Aren't you cute being all jealous? Noah is currently very tired and vulnerable. Whatever you are trying to do, I won't let you take advantage of him. I wasn't doing anything bad, I swear. I just wanted to know more about my new roomie. And you couldn't have waited for me to wake up to ask? That's right, I could have. She missed the more obvious solution and went for the most extravagant and borderline creepy one, just doing something to me in my sleep. Oh joy, our roommate is weird. So, I think Noah was supposed to eat dinner or something. Alright, I follow Penny's eye to the door where the tray of my food lies gotten there earlier jump. Let me get that for you. No, I can't. Penny seems torn between leaving me unguarded and going to take my food, but in the end, decides to stay put, allowing Evelyn to collect it. Well, you seem all settled in, so I better go work on that weapon. See you tomorrow, thanks, Ruby. Your next things better be a crumbling, scrumptious form, you hear me? What was that last part? I think she meant to use the word scrumptious. She wants to be paid in cookies. Whoa, weirdo. What? Something on my face? I think we're all thinking, she's the last person to be saying that. And now we begin Chapter 1. Team J. I think I should stop here. First, let me get to some point. The night has been long and thankfully uneventful. Penny has been watching Evelyn. Evelyn has behaved for the rest of the night, but the red-haired girl on guard mode eventually unnerved the eccentric tailor. Well, I'm just gonna stop here. I already made the first part, the first fucking episode. So the first episode, so long as it is. I'm probably going to make longer ones in all fucking honesty for the other parts. But anyway, that's the end of this part. See you later.